This episode of the Rogue Deck Builder is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 source for games and gaming accessories, and by GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and articles. Hi there, this is Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com here with the wrap-up video for the, what do we call this? We're going to call this the Urban Genius, or the Unexpected Genius deck. Play on words with unexpected results and Blast of Genius, as we're utilizing both these cards to work efficiently with World Spine Worm. Deck was okay. I think that, yeah, going like, what, 2 and 3? 2 and 3 is okay. It's not the greatest. The aggro matchups, the mono blue was just unwinnable. We didn't even play against mono blue. That was last night when I was testing it. So anyway, but that is an unwinnable matchup against mono blue. And the control decks can be pretty 50-50 as you have ways to grind them out. Cards that I definitely put in the sideboard, Epic Experiment would go to the sideboard, main board, and then we could bring in this kind of combo versus the control lists. I'm thinking that a one of Niv Mizzet Draco Genius would be great main board, and then just like a cure, another cure, the Crashing Wave. That's how, if any changes I'd make right now, that's definitely what I'd do. I'm also thinking about going up to a playset of Courser of Crufix. It was that good in the list when we did have it, as it did get rid of the excess lands off the top. But other than that, I think we still want the Cyclonic Rifts versus certain matchups and the Mizium Mortars in the sideboard to try to ramp up to enough to actually cast these. Yeah, the list is fun, though. This is definitely something I'd take to an F&M. Definitely open to suggestions in the comment section about what you would add. Might think about putting some fixers in the instead of so many forests, like some steam vents or whatnot, as the actually getting a double blue for Plasma Capture seems a bit of an issue. And speaking of Plasma Capture, that's one that I felt might be good enough to actually run main board. Even if it gets like countering a Grey Merchant of Asphodel and then adding 5 mana your next turn seems very good. But against mono black, they do try to kind of spit out cards earlier, and then Plasma Capture isn't as good as against other matchups like countering Elspeth, countering Sphinx Revelation is huge. Again, I do like this Psychic Spiral Entry, the Infinite combo. We're going to keep it in here for the kicks and giggles. I think 3 Mizium Mortars is fine. Maybe actually take out a Cyclonic Rift and add another Mizium Mortars. Or maybe in a Plasma Capture. I don't even know about these Epic Experiments. Or the amount of Cures. We could actually cut some Cures. But usually I use Cures just in an Explore. A 4-mana kind of clunky Explorer that can get me more than one Explorer if she stays alive. But I'm absolutely loving this deck. I had a lot more fun last night when I was going up against mid-range decks and actually hitting like Blast of Genius all the time. I was running 4 Epic Experiments main board and not running Cures. It looked like this with even more Epic Experiments, and it was kind of guaranteeing I found those Blast of Genius, World Spine Worm combos to finish them off. So it's definitely something you'd want to mess around with. But open for suggestions. Again, to this deck, I'm thinking it can be a lot more competitive than what I have here. If not, though, this was an incredibly fun deck. This is how decks are born. You take an idea and go with it, and over time you fix the numbers until it is efficient enough to actually play in Standard. And I think we have a nice little deck here. Hope you enjoyed this. Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.